Okay. Big episode today. We have the kid friendly. Pretty much, you guys know who he is if you're in Arizona. You guys know who he is now if you're out of Arizona. You've seen his viral freestyle right now on the Bootleg Kev podcast. You have seen his viral freestyle on my podcast, and you've seen him all over the place. You've seen him on the streets rapping. You've seen him in big venues. And now we are looking forward to seeing the kid friendly really break through in 2025 because we're 4 days in.
Yeah.
Appreciate you having me at the house. We're doing this live at Kid Friendly's house.
Crib.
We have Josh with 5 Flash Hair, who's been going absolutely crazy. I've been seeing his videos everywhere, so we're super appreciative of him coming here.
Yeah.
And the coffee is delicious, kid. Cheers.
Toast up, man. Big year for you too.
For sure. It's a big year for all of us, so let's just bring it right back here. You know what? Let's start it like this. You just had a newborn.
Mm-hmm.
Third baby.
Third baby.
Third baby. What's it been like for you in the past couple of weeks? How long ago was that?
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, you added the first daughter.
First daughter.
Are you done?
I'm done.
3 and done.
Yeah, I'm about to be scientifically done in here in a couple weeks.
Okay. I won't get in too much depth with that, but it can't happen after this. Is what you're saying.
Yeah. We're done.
That's about it. Hey, you know what though? You got 3 beautiful kids. And you're very happy. Your wife.
Wife is happy. I'm happy. The kids are happy. You know, like I feel really, rich. I feel full.
You mentioned something when I walked in and you introduced me to your wife and you said she's amazing and if I need to go to Africa to do music, snapping my fingers, she lets me go.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean for you to have a support system that isn't down your throat in this industry because it's hard?
Yeah, man, it means everything. Like I told you, I was like, she's the backbone. You know what I mean? Like having kids, and a family would not be possible with my career if I didn't have her to just like see my value, to really believe in me and be like, no, you got to go. Like I know, because I mean I can't speak for her, but she knows that I'm doing this for all of us. You know what I mean? So she understands that we all play a role and we're trying to go to the top as a squad. So yeah, she has my back to the fullest, man. It's like it feels so good. It feels so good because you know how like when you have a girlfriend or something or a girl and she's always questioning you, nagging you, and it's like you're taking 2 steps back to explain to her why you got it, and it's just like, nah, I don't have that. So I'm blessed, man.
And we're in the entertainment industry, which is one of the most cutthroat, fast-moving industries. And I feel like if you don't have a support system like that, it's going to be very hard to even make it.
Impossible. Yeah, I'm blessed, bro.
You went to Africa.
Yeah.
You went with a few different artists, I believe, from Arizona as well.
Yeah, I did.
Who did you go with?
PK the Poet, Aubrey Scott, the Disney star, and Dougie Drew. So yeah, Africa was crazy, bro.
You were out there like Michael Jackson.
You see it?
No, seriously.
You see it, bro? It was crazy because they had no idea who I was other than like he's an American. And to like feel like, oh, I'm an American. It was like it made me realize like if I'm not successful in America with all the tools that we have, I'm lazy, bro. Like we have everything that we need. They just wanted to be American. That's all they wanted. They didn't care about like anyone's name. They were just like, he's American. You live by LA. You know what I'm saying? It was like, they're like, LA, I know LA. Vegas, I know Vegas. You know what I mean? And like, so for me, it was like a kick boost, like come back and like, I have all the tools. I have a studio in my closet. I got studios all around the city. I got a Matty Ice platform. Like there's no reason why I shouldn't be as big and as successful as I want to be, bro. We have all the tools, bro. We got water, cars, coffee. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, so it definitely, like, opened my mind to be like, man, we live in the most blessed country in the world. Like, that's just what it is.
What did you learn from going to Africa, how important it is for you to be an artist and how your music really does resonate just not here in the United States, but in a country like Africa, and then to see those kids smile and to see what kind of impact you make? What did that mean to you?
Yeah, man.
Outside of this country, outside of here in Arizona?
I think it really opened my eyes to like being an international artist too. To like, it's not just marketing to Arizona or even the U.S. You know, like Russ says that he blew up, and I think he said Saudi Arabia, I believe. I could be wrong, but he said he blew up in another country first. Then he was valued in America because he blew up there. You know what I mean? And like, there's a dope team out there, and they're like, whatever you need. Like, if you need features from the best South African artists, like, you could blow up here first. We'll take you in. So it just kind of opened my mind to be like, yo, we can go to Japan and really make noise. You know what I mean? Like, America is just one country. Africa has 54 countries in one, you know what I mean? So I don't know. It's just like, we can be international. This is global. It's not just America.
You're 26 years old.
Mm-hmm.
You started taking your career, hip hop, rap, writing seriously when?
December of 2022. So really January 2023. So it's been about 2 years on the dot.
Okay, because I first heard about you, don't get offended.
Mm-hmm.
I first heard about you when you registered for the first tournament.
Yeah.
And I actually said he is dangerous. One, because he has that persona about him. He has the image. This kid can really rap.
Yeah.
He's hungry. You had everything. You know, I've sat down with over 400 different artists and MCs throughout the past 5 years.
Yeah.
And so many talented MCs and artists. There's only a handful I can say that I really, really believe with the right tools, with the right people behind them, and with the right work ethic, they can be the very best. One of those was Samara Sin, who came on the show years ago, freestyle. She had a crazy viral freestyle. She's doing incredible things now. I think she just went on a tour with Nas. So I think I have a good direction, good idea of who can do what. And I felt that about you. I felt that. I still, to this day, sitting right here with you, I have that same feeling.
Yeah.
And I think that's special, bro. And I think Arizona should be excited to have you here because you do represent the state. You're somebody that I don't think would leave the state and not represent it.
Yeah.
And I think that that's important too. But yeah, that's when I first heard about you. When you registered for the tournament, I thought it was interesting. And what, did you win your first couple rounds in the first one?
I made it to the Sweet 16, yeah. Yeah, I had a great time at that tournament too. Like, I always told you too, just to be candid, I was like, man, you have a great platform. I love your platform. You know, and like that first tournament, like it was such a breath of fresh air because Arizona is so, like, nobody get offended, but Arizona is so amateur in certain spaces and circles. And you brought a competitive, like, winner mentality, right? So where, like, the first time I didn't even prepare, I just went in there and freestyle.
You did crazy.
He has a whole documentary. Josh has a whole documentary that we just sitting on the footage. I'm in there like, I have no idea what I'm about to say for this next round. Like, I just, because it said freestyle tournament, so I didn't know. I'm about to go in there and freestyle. And, you know, Oswin beat me, but he's like a Grammy winner. So, like, okay, I can take that. He you know, like, I'll accept that. But your platform really, like, put a battery pack, you know what I'm saying, in me. And I was like, yo, this platform is dope. Like, there's nobody doing nobody has a platform like this in Arizona, period.
You know, we've really given out, you know, the rap arena, we've given out $10,000 to Deshaun Corey when he won that first tournament.
Shout out to him.
Dylan Jacob and Chris Koch each got $2,500 when we had that second battle.
Mm-hmm.
The real Kyrie won. He got $5,000.
Yep.
V the Ruler got $5,000 that night of his last tournament, and then he decided that he didn't want to do the pendant, and we were offering a cash out, so we're giving him another $10,000.
Wow.
He's already gotten a majority of that.
Fire.
So he's gotten $15,000 from that last tour. We've given out almost $40,000 in a year via the rap arena, actually to a majority of Arizona and, you know, artists besides Dylan. But yeah, and you know what? They've earned it, and we've gotten the community together. We've gotten a lot of people together, and it's had its great moments. It's had its, you know, frustrating moments, and now we're doing big things, and we're partnering with Rick Ross, and we're opening up the facility in Vegas. We're super excited about that.
Yeah, talk about that for a second. Like, how did that come about?
You know, I'm blessed to have guys in my corner like Jeter, who's been at Maybach Music for the past 20 years, 25 years. He's a partner. And I linked up with another partner in Chicago, and, you know, I've been working with Ross for about 5-6 years now. And, you know, everywhere you go, including your house, I'm bringing a Bel Air bottle. That shows my loyalty and my strength to what I'm doing with Maybach, what I'm doing with Bel Air. Mm-hmm. And was just down in Star Island to his house that he's building. We went out on the yacht and we closed the deal. So
Fire.
that's coming in Vegas, and we're excited to have guys like you a part of it.
Yeah.
What's really interesting is, let's just get into it all. Let's be real candid here.
Yeah.
This tournament, we had a lot of drama.
Yeah.
You kicked it off.
Yeah.
You kicked it off, and I was like, let's get right into it. I was on a plane going to Vegas. I got off of my plane, and immediately I get a text, and it's kid friendly, and it's a diss song. And everybody, and I posted it immediately because it was fucking fire.
Yeah.
I mean, you got the free entry from it. We had a competition where we were giving out a free slot.
Yeah.
Make a track, a freestyle. We didn't even say make a diss song. We just said make a freestyle.
Make a freestyle.
So Kid Friendly comes and disses every artist in Arizona in a very respectable way, pretty much. You know, there was a couple lines. I thought it was respectable.
It was respectable.
And dissed every Arizona artist, and then it just snowballed into every single MC started dropping diss track, which thank you, because it was great promo. So it did its job. Didn't ask him to do that. Everybody thought I paid Kid Friendly to do that. I asked him to do that. That was literally on his own.
I'm just kidding. He didn't pay me to do that.
I didn't even know it was coming.
No, he had no idea.
So I posted it, and then it started. You and Slugga and Quincy got into it for a quick second. Now you guys are tight, doing music together.
Cool.
There was no real bad blood there, and it kind of snowballed from there. But there was moments where you were saying, Maddie, this tournament, I don't know, I just don't know if I want to do it. It might not be for me. I'm going back and forth with it. And I called you and I said, dude, numerous times, passionately. We talked at 3 to 4 in the morning.
We had a lot
Our
of
conversations, guys. This is how passionate this shit gets. This is deep.
Yeah.
Our conversations, 3 to 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
A few of them.
Yeah.
And I said, you have to do this, dude. Don't back out of this. You have to do this. It's very important. And I think one of the things I even said is I said, guys like Bootleg Kev are going to be judging. And if you make it to the Sweet 16, which I believe you will, you're going to be in front of a viral platform like Bootleg Kev, who has major connections, and he will see you.
Yep.
Well, now we fast forward to today.
Yep.
Today, we're 3 days into the new year, and a couple days ago, I saw Kev posted his top 10 freestyles, and Kid Friendly was number 3 out of all the freestyles out of his whole platform, not just in Arizona, the country.
Yeah.
He had Conceited on there. He had Justina Valentine on there. Big Doobie, Dylan Jacob. Who I don't even know who got number 1. I was stuck seeing Kid Friendly at 3.
Yeah.
And I just thought that was huge. And I have to say, I don't know. I'm assuming you guys linked up at the tournament.
Yeah.
And maybe the invite happened there. How did the Kev invite happen?
Yeah, it happened on the stage. It happened on the stage after the Dylan Jacob round. He's like, Kid Friendly, you are more than welcome to come to my platform anytime. I need and I was just like, cool. So, you kind of definitely facilitated that through an alley-oop, and I just dunked the ball. You know what I mean?
But this is what the rap arena is, though, and that's what I'm really trying to put out there is that's what this is supposed to do. Even today's a prime example.
Yeah.
I woke up this morning, Rick Ross shared Chris Koch's freestyle clip that I just posted yesterday, which obviously he's seeing a lot of the rap arena stuff.
Yeah.
Then 15 minutes later, I see Snoop Dogg.
Posted too.
Shared it to his story, and I'm like, this is what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to expose artists and show them and show the world their talents, right?
That's huge. Shout out to Chris Koch.
And he's viral right now. He's selling
been viral, though.
We're selling T-shirts. We're selling T-shirts with the Elote Man from Lines. But that's what this is supposed to do. It's supposed to be a big bridge for artists like yourself, and it worked. It worked for you.
Yeah.
It's working for Coke. It's worked for Dylan too. Even Oswin.
Yeah, bro, he went viral too.
Yeah, well, Oswin did the Man in the Mirror.
Yeah.
And Cameron, like 2 days later, he does the same thing. Yeah. So I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah.
But that's what this is supposed to do. It gives you guys a place where we can put your content online. You can get competitive with it and really try something.
Bro, what's crazy is I had so much kickback. Like from the jump, I saw the opportunity. What it was, it's a network event. It's like you're getting all of these people together that have the power to change you. You know what I mean? To like make or break you, and go in there and rap. You know what I mean? And people were always like, man, why you linking with the white man? Like, you know how many times I got that, bro?
Right.
And it was always like, man, you his bottom, you know what?
You know what's funny about that, though?
Like, bro,
you know what's funny about that, though, is
those same people.
Well, when people say that, though, one, I'd love for them to try to put an event together like this. And two, bro, sometimes we're working off of losses. You can't win your first year and when you open a business, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, we've taken a lot of risk.
Yeah. You're
I'm
giving
sure
away a
you've
lot
seen
of
what's
money.
gone on the last 3 or 4 months here. This has not been easy.
Yeah.
When you're dealing with 64 artists and 25 performers and 90 different personalities and all the drama that comes along with it,
Yeah.
trust me,
Yeah.
it's not easy.
No, no.
But you know what? I've learned a lot. I've learned through the good and the bad.
Yeah.
And I truly, truly, with my entire heart, believe in what we're doing with the rap arena. And I'm just excited for what's coming. But like guys like you are the reason why. Like the stories that we can have with people like you going to Kev shit, Chris Koch, Dylan's, Oswin's, Be the Ruler for coming out of Arizona and winning the last tournament. From Arizona. Like we've done a lot of good things here, and the work's gonna continue. We're excited to have Ross involved in it. And yeah, man, I just think it's dope that you were a part of it all. And you never know. Maybe we get Kid Friendly back in.
Yeah, you never know.
I want to see a one-on-one battle. I think the tournaments. I'm gonna gear more towards the one-on-one battles, having like 4 battles in a night.
Oh wow, like a fight.
Yeah, but like a fight. But we're also like the whole vision's this. You come into the rap arena, the Octagon. We're gonna have a VIP area. We're gonna have Bel Air girls there, and they're the ring girls. We're gonna have the whole 9 yards. We're gonna have a Bel Air room podcasting facility. It's gonna be exciting.
You know what? I'm excited for that, bro. Like, as an entrepreneur, you know what I'm saying? Like, I saw it from the beginning. You know what I mean? So, like, I always told you, like, even on my birthday, when you had me on the show and I did the freestyle, I told you, I said, there's no platform like yours in Arizona, bro. And I feel like you're going to go up as well, just as me, just as any artist that you feel like is going to blow up. Like, I see that in you, bro.
I think no disrespect to like Kev or anybody here. When I first started my podcast here, I didn't even know who Bootleg Kev was. No disrespect, because he's a major platform, and he's an A-lister,
Grammy nominated.
He's an A-lister of what he's doing, and I have the utmost respect for he's top of the top.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I didn't know anybody here in Arizona. I didn't know anybody here, and I didn't give a shit about anybody here, and I ignored the politics, and I was locked into what I'm locked into, and I think that's what really was the difference between what Arizona is seeing here. Is I didn't want to be in the mix.
Yeah,
and I think that kind of made me a little bit mysterious, and and then I built my partnership with Maybach Music in Bel Air, and it's been 5 or 6 years, and I would never turn back. Yeah, smartest thing I ever did. And I'm building just like everybody else.
You going up, bro?
I'm building just like everybody. We're all building, bro. Like everybody here is building. We're all trying to get to one level of success, and whatever that may be for any. We all have our own goals.
I would not be where I am today if it wasn't for your platform.
And you know what? My platform wouldn't be in anywhere where it was if it wasn't for artists that come on and give us the support too. Because without artists, I'm not sitting here on camera too. So it works both ways, and I'm learning that too. Yeah. And that's why I want to sit down and do good interviews like this. Yeah. Some of the interviews, they're just they're cupcake interviews. And I'm trying to stay away from those too. I'm not just sitting down with anybody anymore either. Like I gotta want to do it. I gotta really want to do it, and I gotta see something. Yeah. And I think that's important.
Absolutely, bro.
So what is it going to take for the Kid Friendly now you've had your big moments, like I said, your third best freestyle on a national platform who he's had a ton of people on. Yeah. You've had some big songs. Adios is my favorite song by you.
Shout out.
What is it going to take for the Kid Friendly to really get noticed now?
You know what? That's what I'm shooting shots every day. You know what I mean? But platforms like yours, relationships. You know what I'm saying? I have a lot of relationships, and I'm starting to see that it's not always the most talented person that makes it. It's the person that doesn't stop, who keeps putting out content, who keeps their relationships, because you never know, who's to say that you won't sign a crazy deal with, a crazy network tomorrow.
Here's a prime example. Who's a better rapper, Lefty Gunplay or Chris Koch?
I'll say Chris Koch.
I will say Chris Koch. I think Lefty Gunplay would say Chris Koch.
Shout out to Lefty Gunplay though.
But Lefty Gunplay is a superstar right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because he's a character.
Yeah.
And he has his persona to him.
Yeah.
And he's an artist.
Absolutely.
If you put all that together, it becomes a nuclear bomb.
That part.
And you have that.
Yeah.
You have that in you.
Yeah.
You have that it factor to you.
Yeah, thank you.
You have it.
Yeah,
so we want to pull it out of you this year.
Yeah.
You got guys like Kev. You got big platforms. I think Mellow Bucks, Lolo Wood. You got people that are watching you. I've seen it.
Yeah.
big celebrities
Yeah.
that are watching you.
Yeah.
And I think that
What's your advice? Let me ask you. I'm always trying to take advice, you know? I don't know everything. So from the outside looking in to an artist, right?
my advice for you would be one, like the kid friendly. I know you've been circling back and forth, which should I do my name Dayton,
Yeah.
or should I go kid friendly? I would actually tell you I like the kid friendly. I
Really?
fucking think it's a dope name.
Really?
I've liked it since day one. Now other people probably stare you the other way.
Yeah.
I think it's dope.
Yeah.
I like kid friendly. I think you're doing good with it. I
Yeah.
think kid friendly needs a dope logo. I
Yeah.
think if I was kid friendly, I'd rebrand my logo and like I'd make a super dope logo. And as easy as that is, I think it's the most important thing. The Matty Ice show changed when I changed my logo.
Word.
Straight up, when I changed my logo to the cold emoji and the Matty Ice thing, that's when I felt like my show changed.
Really?
And it just is what it is, dude. You look at Louis Vuitton, you see an LV bag,
Yeah.
but you can see a different bag, and it's just changing your branding a little bit.
Branding.
So I just think if you change your branding a little bit, I'd start with a logo. I'd start there. And I think guys like you shouldn't be so accessible. The kid friendly is somebody that, you might have to wait to get a feature from.
Yeah.
You might have things coming right now. You might not want to do this feature because in a year from now, it might not be the best look for you.
Yeah.
And I would tell every artist to do the Samarison approach because what she's done is
Incredible.
She's done it the organic, the correct way. She's extremely talented. She's beautiful. She has all the things. You have the same thing.
Yeah.
So, and you know her.
Yeah.
So that's why I always say, like, just watch what she's doing, dude. If you go to Samarison's Apple Music, she has her EP, which she just dropped, which is smart.
Yeah.
But she was rolling out singles before then. She only has maybe 4 to 5 singles on there in her EP, and that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, because she knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
And Samarison's the same person 5 years ago when 4 years ago were saying, hey, can I get a Samarison feature? And she was telling them no. And financially, she probably wasn't even in the best situation than she is now.
Yeah.
But she was telling him no because she didn't want to deal with that today.
I feel that.
You understand? So it's all about what's going on in 3 years from now. And, you might do a song with somebody today, but do you really want to be associated with that person 3 years from now?
I understand.
Or do you want your fan base to say, oh, he has a song with him or that? I don't know, or her.
Right.
That's my only thing. And I think with you got to leverage yourself. I would tell every artist to leverage themselves. But I truly think you have something special here. And it's not just me that thinks it.
Yeah.
I can say this. I believe that we've been talking about this for a while with you.
Yeah.
But now that you see guys like national platforms saying, oh, he has it too.
Yeah.
Bootleg have texted me saying, kid friendly's fucking dope, bro.
Yeah. You know what's crazy, bro? After that interview, right after I freestyle for him, he hops on the phone and starts calling somebody. I have no idea who he's calling.
Yeah.
Right after I get done rapping.
Yeah.
D1 answers it. He says, D1, flips the camera. This guy just burnt down my platform. Y'all gotta tap in. He's doing a faith-based thing, positive, just like you. And I was just like I said, it's like who you know in relationships, taking chances. You know what I mean? It led to that. Even though nothing happened yet from that phone call,
he knows who you are.
He knows who I am.
He knows who you are. And a lot of people engage in that freestyle that know who you are now.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
Shout out to Tyler, too. He just has a track with D1.
Shout out to Tyler Gill,
Big
man.
song.
Yeah. D1 is dope, man. But I hear what you're saying, and I feel like that is some good correction that I'm definitely working on now in 2025.
I would say, dude, marketing, logo, and image. You have the image. We can work on the marketing.
Yeah.
The logo's easy. I would start with those 3 things: marketing, logo, image, and let's start there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't, I tell every artist this, like, yo. And I'll tell you this too, right on camera. I wouldn't even go into those political posts anymore. I wouldn't go into posting about
Talk to me.
these news articles. Kid Friendly is not a news reporter.
Yeah.
Kid Friendly is an artist.
Right.
And you want everybody to gravitate to your music, and you don't want to piss off that one fan base or that fan base because they're not listening to you.
Yeah.
Or they might not fuck with you. Or it might be a business opportunity you lose.
Yeah.
Maybe Coca-Cola wanted to sign you, but they didn't like that post because they might have some affiliation with them.
Right.
So you kind of want to keep it neutral,
like
how
that.
I would do, and stick to being an artist and stick to at least what you're trying to push to your fan base through your music. That's just my opinion.
So how important is social media and content?
I think social media and content is number one, bro. You got it. You got to have your social media. And I post 5 times a week. Look at my page.
That's
post
like
5.
baseline. You got to.
I post 5 times a week. One, because there's other platforms posting 7 times a week. And if I start posting 2 or 3 times a week, well, Matty Ice is losing momentum. I'm not fucking with Matty Ice. He's losing momentum. No, I'm down your throat.
Yeah, you have to be.
I'm down your throat with content, bro.
Yeah.
And that I'm not posting a music video, I'm posting a flyer of something. If I'm not posting that, I'm posting a picture of me and Kid Friendly that we just did an interview today. Like,
Yeah.
I'm on go. I'm letting everybody know we're on go, bro.
Yeah.
You got to be on go at all times, bro, because this industry is cutthroat. This industry is moving fast, bro.
Yeah.
So content, yes. If I were you, I'd be dropping maybe a new single and posting little minute clips, cover art for it, vlogs with it.
Yeah. How
Studio
many singles?
sessions, photo shoots, bro. Do a
Yeah.
photo shoot with
Josh
Josh
right here.
every month, bro. Do crazy shit like that. Post
Yeah.
a few pictures a week.
Yeah.
Every fucking day. Every 3 to 5 days a week. You should be posting.
There's kids around. That's why he went like that.
We're in the friendly house.
Yeah.
Every 3 to 5 days, you want to be posting. You want to be posting every day, at
Every
least 5
day.
days a week. And you can definitely do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think I'll just stick to that. Stick to your brand. Stick to what you're trying to push out there. And
Yeah.
I think that will go a really long way. But don't try to just get a viral moment off something.
Yeah. Okay, I hear that. I think that's a lot of wisdom.
Also, like
Yeah.
these platforms, they don't like you to. They don't want you pushing a political agenda. Political agenda. They don't want it.
Yeah.
They're gonna turn you down for that
Yeah.
and make your engagement down.
Mm.
You don't want that.
Yeah, that's very. Yeah.
You don't want Instagram to turn you down, bro.
That's very wise.
All these platforms, they don't want you posting your ideology.
Yeah.
As much as we have a right to, they don't want you to. We've seen it. We've seen it. They're literally like taking posts down. They're fact checking everything,
Yeah.
which takes your algorithm and turns it down.
Right.
So in my opinion, I would just stick to
Be
your
an
music.
artist.
Being an artist, being you. You're your brand. You're your own LLC. You're your own business, bro. Your fan and your audience, they're coming to see Kid Friendly's music. They're not coming to see what happened in unfortunately New Orleans last night. They're gonna go to
Crazy.
CNN or Fox News for that.
Right. I think that's like what I'm taking from that too is like the artistry is so important because I can say so much through the art alone. You know what I mean? Like I can say what I want to say and what I'm trying to say through a song, through a freestyle, rather than saying it on a microphone like this. It's just a little more blatant. You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely some wisdom I hope other artists are listening to because, this guy sees a lot and he has a great eye for talent. You know what I mean? And he's partnered with one of the biggest rappers of the past 20 years. So, yeah, it's not just for me, but I hope everybody watching, the artists too.
Dude, I tell everybody, bro, like, what's crazy is my story with Rick Ross.
Yeah.
Started 5 years ago from a DM, dude. I tell everybody, like, bro, you can get anything you want in this world if you stay loyal and you dedicate. And I really believe that. Like, you got to understand, like, I'm a real person that believes that. I DM'd Rick Ross 5 years ago. I told him what I was going to do. I told him how hard I was going to work. And 3 weeks ago, I was on a yacht, me and him, for 4 hours in Miami. I mean, we're talking about, just life in general. I'm picking his brain, and I asked him straight up. I'm like, Ross, why are you even doing this, dude? You're worth hundreds of millions of dollars. I asked him this straight up. I'm like, why are you even messing with me? Why are you even messing with these other companies?
Right.
What is your motivation? You're worth hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah.
What is it with you that even if you made $1 million or $2 million, $3 million, what is your motivation?
Yeah.
And he's like, my motivation is success and seeing other people succeed and continuing to build. I'm always staying hungry. And like, that's why he is in the position that he's in. Always staying hungry, bro. He doesn't want to, he can sit on the boat for the next 30 years and not have to work a day in his life and do everything he wants to do.
It's not what it's about for him.
No, it's about success. And it's about continuing.
Growth,
bro. And that's what this is about.
So when you DM'd him, did he DM back right there?
Yeah, bro. I wrote him a very detailed thing of what I wanted to do. This was 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I was signed to Bang Energy. I wrote him a detailed thing of what I was going to do with Bel Air. Boom, he wrote me back, and the relationship started from there. I met him in Vegas 8 months after that, and now I've been around him, hundreds of times, and now we're business partners, and
that's crazy.
I'm very appreciative of him. He's going to go down as one of the most important people in my life besides my family.
Yeah.
And the biggest motivator, the biggest influencer to me, the catapult to everything I'm doing. I always say, bro, like, to have an A-lister like him pay attention to what we're doing and genuinely pay attention is incredible, and I'll never forget it. So
that's crazy.
That's just, it's a very special thing, and it's special for everybody.
Yeah.
Because he has his eyes on. He's seeing everything. He's seeing your
first comment. Sometimes
he's seeing, and he's really, really seeing it.
Yeah.
And he really is engaging it, and now it's even more important because he's a part of it.
That's fire, bro.
So, dude, it's just it's dope. It's dope.
That's gonna be huge for artists, bro. There's nobody out here that is creating opportunity, bro. Like
competitive arts. I believe we should have competition. I believe in competition, friendly competition.
I do too.
And maybe I believe in the drama too. I love it. If you want to know the truth,
I know you do.
I like how but bro, at the end of the day, we gotta have storylines. We gotta get the fans involved.
Yeah.
We gotta get people involved, and we gotta create some energy to it. Safe drama.
Safely, yeah.
I'm not pushing, negative drama or anything. I like safe drama, and if we can all keep it there,
Yeah.
then it's fun.
Yeah.
And then we're bringing a competitive edge to it with some safe drama.
Yeah.
I think it's fun.
I think it's a great marketing tool because you see like fighting. I feel like you emulated this rap arena after like MMA or boxing, right? And the rollout for MMA and boxing is a little bit of drama sometimes. And those are the fights that do the best.
Of course.
You know what I mean? And people to this day think that you paid me to promote and do that diss track. I have to clear it out with my own words. You did not pay me.
I didn't even know it was coming, bro. I got it off the flight, and I was like, he is nuts for doing this.
I remember you're like, bro, are you sure you want to do this?
Because it was a little off-brand.
Yeah, it was a little bit.
You didn't say anything crazy, but it was a little off-brand for you.
But everybody was in the competition. I didn't like diss Sincerely Collins or something. You know what I mean? Like everybody was in the competition. I didn't say nothing crazy other than Quincy Scott was chewing on his Glock.
And the Slugger line, I think.
Yeah, which, me and Slugger talked about that, and you know what I'm saying? And he has every right to feel the way he did, and I apologize like a man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just funny to me that everybody around it was like everybody in the city was dissing each other.
It was crazy, bro. Honestly, like, and again, and you started that, and like,
It was
I didn't even ask
crazy.
people to do that. That was solely started by the Kid Friendly, but it was honestly,
It was fun, bro.
Can I look back at it? It was the smartest thing I think you've ever did because you know what, you laid it all out there. You had fun with it,
Yeah.
and your name was talked about. We're talking about it now, like it was, and we'll be talking about it 10 years from now.
That was a fun time. That was a fun time.
Tournaments are, they're. I'm gonna need a little break from them right now. But we're gonna be doing some really, really dope stuff coming within the arena. We're gonna have some cool concept events coming up. Love to have you a part of it in some capacity, any capacity.
Yeah.
We'll definitely talk about that. I wanted to ask you this because here, first of all, I'm a diehard Chiefs fan.
Yeah.
I've bet on in the past years to win the Super Bowl. Future bet won a ton of money on them. Won $25,000 last year on them. I've done great on them, right?
Whoa.
You have a connection to Xavier Worthy. I follow Worthy, and I see who, by the way, is the fastest player in the NFL. Who's a fucking G.
Yeah.
He's going to be a Super Bowl winner
Facts.
coming up here shortly. And I see Xavier Worthy follows you.
Yeah, that's the guy.
How did the connection happen?
Yeah, so my father is the wide receivers coach for Texas.
Right now.
Right now.
Just won yesterday.
Just won yesterday.
In a very, very tough game against ASU.
Yeah, that was crazy, by the way. But yeah, so, man, I feel like, a little bit about my father because, bro, I'm just like a little version of him. My father played football, never played football in high school, walked on to a junior college in California, and after 1 year, had 2 scholarships, one to USC and one to Washington State. Just a freak athlete, bro. Freak athlete. And my dad was so crazy back in the day, bro. He was just a wild man. But he took to Washington State. They made it to the Rose Bowl his senior year, lost to Michigan, but he was the leading receiver in the Pac-10 back then. It was a Pac-10 back then, right? Just a freak athlete, man. And for whatever reason, because of his decisions off the field and the reputation that he had, like the leading receiver in the whole conference did not get drafted. Because the coaches, like Tony Dungy, would look at him and be like, do you still do this?
Politics too played a role.
You know what I mean? So he had like a short stint in the NFL, nothing major, training camps, maybe a little bit of signing, doing special teams, practice squad, stuff like that. And then he had a long career in arena football.
Wow, okay.
His quarterback was Matt Nagy.
Wow, coach of the Bears.
You know Matt Nagy.
And now the Chiefs.
So Matt Nagy was his quarterback on a team called the Georgia Force.
Wow.
No one knows this, right? But he kept his relationship solid, right? So my father, when he got done, playing arena, which is not like huge money, you know what I mean? It's arena football.
But you're networking.
But he's like the top 25 player of all time in arena football.
For sure.
Like, you know what I'm saying? He's just a freak athlete. But, he was coaching me and doing the family thing. And when I was around, like, I think 18, 19, 20, Matt Nagy went through the system as like the bottom, making $28,000 a year, finally got his shot as an offensive coordinator. And then he got a head coaching job in Chicago,
yeah.
right? So he called my dad and was like, hey, I have an opportunity for you to do an internship because we need somebody black, pretty much
In Chicago?
in Chicago. So my dad went and did an internship.
Wow.
Then he took a pay cut and took a $28,000 salary to go work for the Bears. After 1 year, he was the assistant receivers coach. No, I think DB coach. One of the
Bears?
yeah. And then
That's
after
where I'm from. You know I'm from
after,
Chicago.
yeah, I know that. After 1 more year, he did 2 years. He took a shot, and then he made it as the wide receivers coach for the Jaguars.
Okay. I had Christian Kirk on my show. Did he coach him?
Yeah,
I interviewed
Christian Kirk. And then after that year, Texas offered him a little more money to go to college. Now he's a receivers coach at Texas. So all that to say, like, I just emulate that essence of my father. Like, bro, he took a chance, bro, making $28,000 a year on salary, bro.
Now he's going to play for a national championship, possibly.
For the slim chance, bro. Mind you, you have a wife, you got 3 grown kids, and you making 28. You making a teacher salary and less to take a shot and it end up. So, you know what I mean? Shout out to Chris Jackson, man. Follow my father, man. The best receivers coach ever.
They got to win one more game to make it to the championship.
One more game. They play, I think, Ohio State.
Can I ask you this?
Yeah.
Has your dad said anything about Quinn Ewers compared to Arch Manning? Can we potentially? Is there anything I can get here?
No, man. He loves them both. He thinks that
why isn't Arch playing right now?
I mean,
I want to see Manning right now. I think it's time.
You know what? Personally, I think everyone wants to see him because of his name and because of his name.
He's a baller,
and he's really good.
Yeah, he's
but
quick. He's fast.
But
I like him better.
Think about it, bro. Last year, Ewers was top. Like, they made it to the top 4 teams. Like, this year, they only lost 2 games. They've been ranked the whole time. Like, he's not doing bad enough to bench him.
I got you. I just think
he's in the top 4 right now. You can't really bench him. Like, what is he doing wrong, bro? It's like, why would you bench somebody who made it to almost the championship game? You can't bench a quarterback. He just made it to the last round of the playoffs. In the NFL, you would never do that.
They barely beat ASU.
I know. Like, trust me,
It's not like he's been winning like crazy this year, though, either. There's been some tight games.
Been some really tight games.
Your dad's
bro.
been a little stressed, I'm assuming, at some point.
And Ewers, I think he's on his last year from what I understand.
I think both of them are. Isn't Manning going to go to the draft too, or no?
Nah, Manning is only like I think he redshirted. Like, I could be wrong.
So he's going to start. He'll be a starter.
Bro,
He's winning a championship over there.
He's going to win a championship next year.
Are they going to win this year? You made the Texas song last year for the run, and I had Penix. I remember because I remember you posting it, and I wanted Michael Penix.
And they did their thing.
They went and he played a great game in Atlanta the other day. But
I don't know. It's gonna be a good game. I think that I don't know, to be honest. I don't know. It's gonna be a good game. Ohio State's really solid too.
Do you have anything you want to say to Xavier Worthy before his big game in the next couple weeks? They got a first-round bye.
Mm-hmm.
He's had an incredible rookie season. Like I said, he's the fastest rookie. I think he's the fastest.
Ever.
Yeah, he's the fastest 40 ever, right?
Yeah, ever recorded in the draft, at least.
What would you say to him right now?
Man, just, bro, stay down, bro. Keep your faith in this game, bro. I feel like I grew up around the industry of the NFL, right? It's like it's a gladiator sport. It's next man up. If you break your leg off, it's next man up. In the next 25 seconds, they finna put somebody else on the field in your spot. So with that being said, have fun, bro. Enjoy yourself and ball every moment that you get the chance, bro. Just go crazy and, you know what I'm saying, just be smart, be wise. Keep your relationships, bro. Like, you're the most fastest man to ever play in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? You got this, bro. You know what I'm saying? Keep a positive attitude in this crazy game, bro. In this crazy industry that is the NFL. Just keep your head on straight. You know what I'm saying? Don't say too much. Smile and enjoy your moment, bro. Go win a Super Bowl.
Facts. The three-peat. Three-peat's
coming. Go win
coming.
a Super Bowl.
Legendary.
Oh, this is the third?
This is the three-peat. This is Patrick. I'm from Chicago, and I tell everybody this. I have a big argument with all my friends in Chicago and everywhere, actually. And I stand on this. I believe that Patrick Mahomes is going to go down as the best athlete to play in any sports. He's going to go above Jordan.
Think so?
100%. And I can say that with full confidence. And
what?
Of course.
Hold on, bro. You going to have to chop this up.
Easily. I can break it down to you right now, and you'll be like, you're right.
Okay.
Here you go. Mahomes has been in the league for 7 years. Okay? This is his 7th year.
Yeah.
He's been to 6 straight AFC championships. He's never missed a championship game.
Okay.
He's been a Pro Bowler 6 out of 7 years.
Okay.
This was the first year he's not. 6 out of 7 years. He has 3 Super Bowl titles already, 3 Super Bowl MVPs, Rookie of the Year, MVPs of the league, Offensive Player of the Year, the most touchdowns ever thrown in a single season, the most passing yards ever thrown in a single season, and he's fighting for his 4th ring right now, where he'll be the first athlete to ever three-peat in the NFL, the first football player to ever three-peat in the NFL, and a three-peat on top of that, and his 4th ring. When Jordan only had 6, and you're talking about Mahomes, who's 29, and in his first 7 seasons, he's won 4 rings. I don't know, bro. And his stats are way above Brady's. If you look at the first 6 to 7 years compared to Brady's to him,
Yeah, that's true.
he's way above him. So I just think that trajectory-wise, you can't even say that it's not possible.
He's gonna probably okay. So hearing that, if he wins this three-peat, I feel like that'll solidify.
And dude, they only
him.
lost 1 game the whole year.
That'll solidify him big time.
1 game the whole year. So I think we got a lot of football coming up. You know what would be dope is I saw a couple years ago, Futuristic actually did a song, and Patrick Mahomes actually shared it on his page with the Chiefs for a hype song for the playoffs. So I don't know, maybe that's an idea. You got the
Really?
connection in with Worthy. Maybe make a dope-ass song for the Chiefs, and I don't know, something. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, no, for sure. And that's what it is.
A hype playoff song, something like
Taking
that.
shots, taking chances.
You know what? This is an interview I really wanted to do. I
Yeah.
think it's important. I think that this is going to be a big year for you. I wouldn't say make or break year because you're young, but I think this is a pivotal year for you, a critical year for you.
Yeah.
The world knows about you now. All of it, you're a staple here in Arizona now. And you put in the work, bro. Like, you've been on the street, you've been rapping on the street, you've been networking, you've been in different venues, you've been traveling around, you've been out of the country, you've been international with it.
Yeah.
So you put in the work, and now it's time, to flourish from it.
Yeah.
Before we end this, or is there anything that you want to, say? Is there anything you want to get out? Is there anything that's coming?
Yeah. I do want to say something. Who knew that sea moss was the nature's multivitamin that you need? Kid Friendly just started a brand with my brother. It is the first sea moss infused beverage where you can't taste the sea moss.
I've never had sea moss in my life.
Go ahead, bro.
Okay. I've actually never tried it. I hear
Go
about it
ahead.
every day.
Just try it with me.
What flavor is this?
That is strawberry watermelon.
Okay.
This is mango passion fruit.
What's this company called?
It's called Who Knew.
Who Knew by Kid Friendly.
Who Knew by Kid Friendly. Go ahead, try that. So what you're going to know is the main ingredient is water.
Wow.
Sea moss tastes like disgusting if you just like go on
No, this is refreshing.
Google and just like look at, bro, sea moss tastes like a wipeout in the ocean, bro. But it's the most healthiest, nutritional dense plant in the ocean. It tastes so horrible, but we found a way to extract it in such a way that it removes majority of the taste. And this is a daily dose of sea moss in this cup right here. So you just took a daily dose of sea moss, great for your libido, great for your potassium, iodine, calcium. Sea moss is a $2.3 billion market, and it's growing because people are starting to understand that sea moss is like a cheat code to life. So definitely tap in with Who Knew. Matty Ice just took his to the neck.
I swear I wouldn't have chugged that if it wasn't good.
You need to hydrate yourself because you drink so much Bel Air. So definitely tap
drink
in.
more water too.
WhoKnewWellness.com, man. Tap in with us, bro. That's the only thing that I got.
All right. Well, hey, bro.
He took it to the
Congratulations on everything. Yep. This shit. Who knew? Shop Who Knew. Get it from Kid Friendly. A lot of stuff coming.
Yeah.
Guys, we'll see the facility coming in Vegas. Hopefully, we'll have Kid Friendly in there. Appreciate Josh, 5 Flash, incredible work, and man, we're just excited for this year. Excited for everything that's coming. Appreciate you inviting me to the house.
Of course.
And we'll have you on again.
Let's go.